Let me make a call. For me, it's promote the music is far more than what I could ever explain in one show, and I hope our actions with time will speak volume versus just us talking about it. And that's the goal today. That was the goal, is to show what we're doing, and you get a flavor of it. But for me, it's like, how do you build community? I've built large communities in the past, very large communities, and some of them went away because of technology. We're at the mercy of people managing, the systems behind the community. So that's devastating when that happened. But I love building it. I love building communities. And for music, because music is part of our everyday life at all levels, whether we like it or not. You take music out of everything, and we're not connecting at a soul level, because music is the language of the soul. It really is. The soul doesn't connect with languages as we know them, English, German, or Japanese, Cantonese. It speaks with vibration. Music is vibration. That's why when you take music out of a movie, totally different experience. And if you go back to the silent movie, when they just added music, the experience was very different. So music is the language of the soul. That's what is the number one connector in the world. Music brings more people together, but for me, that wasn't good enough. We just couldn't do it just by doing that. We had to find a humanitarian project behind the scenes worthy of our sponsorship, I guess, so to speak. So I connected recently with a good friend of mine, and I'm going to pull him in. He's from Canada. I've known him since 1997, and a very passionate individual. And he's going to give you an overview of what they're doing and how we're going to support it. And he's also going to tell you why he decided to joint venture with PromoteTheMusic.com. And let me dial him in right now. So Louis, I'm calling you, man. Make sure that you're muting your videos if you're watching the show, so we don't get feedback. And I'm going to pull him in a moment. I need to do a couple of things here. First, Louis Pharand. I just want you guys to get a little flavor for who he is. He's the co-founder of Milusos Incorporated in Canada. He's been an international consultant. He's been a stuntman in movies, done movies with John Travolta years ago. He was the helicopter pilot for the president of Madagascar for several years, and now he, through his contacts there, he was connecting with head of state, head of countries. Louis was putting deals between countries and countries worth in the billions of dollars, and he became an international consultant as a result of being an helicopter pilot for the president of Madagascar. So he's been working on this project for 5 years, and I just reconnected with him not that long ago. He came to my last retreat in Costa Rica, December 2007. So about 3 months ago, I called him and I said, "Hey, Louis, what are you doing?" And he told me about it. I said, "Oh my goodness!" He says, "What are you doing?" And that's where we sort of came together with the idea. So I have Louis on cue here. I just got to pull him on the screen so you get to see his mugshot. Passionate guy, very passionate. Louis, stand by so I can push all the right buttons to pull you in. And here you come. And there's Monsieur Louis Pharand from Quebec, Canada. Louis, yo baby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, how are you? Your video's awesome. Yay. Good connection.
Total yes, my friend.
You've been listening, I guess, a little bit between your work.
Since the beginning, I'm really, well, we are really impressed, really impressed, man. It's not only the quality of music, but the people, the souls. Seriously. Whew.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So,
wow. Well,
before I forget, thanks to invite us.
Well, thank you for, first of all, thank you for championing the cause, because, folks, what we need to know is, when I had this idea to launch on September 24th, I reached out to Louis. I said, "Listen, I've got some problems here, technical, connection, and he's the Omni connector." So he started connecting, and he supported it from the idea. And then he sent me a letter of intent. Can I talk about that letter of intention that you've given us?
Buddy, you're with us.
Okay,
we
man.
are all the way. Please go.
Okay, and then Louis will talk about the unit, and I hope what he talks about will stir your soul, folks. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. But hopefully, it'll stir enough souls that we're going to make it happen altogether. So, of course, I need financing to put a deal like this together, technology going into February. And I said, Louis, I don't know where the money's going to come from. He says, "Tell me what your obstacles are and tell me where you need to go." And I said, "My biggest obstacle is, first of all, I don't have the internet connection to do HD. I don't even have the cameras to do HD, but I want to do it by September 24th. And listen to what he wrote into a corporate letter with his partner. He sent it to me, and he says, "You demonstrate by September 24th that you're able to broadcast in high definition So solve your internet problem and solve your HD camera problem and your computer problems and everything else, and then we'll get behind you and we're going to help you put all the financing together to create the dream. And there's a reason for that, because Louis has been around music and show business. So Louis, you think I'm not grateful? Man, you have no idea. So let's talk about Milusos, what you've been working on for 5 years. A little bit of your background. I gave a little bit, but your background and what you've been working on, and then where we're going with it.
Okay, well, I don't know where to start. I'll see it. The project really started in Madagascar, because I was involved working at the presidency and all that jazz, and the need. First of all, the World Health Organization reports why Madagascar, where there is isolated, but it's the perfect scenario. Talking about countries in need right now, Africa, Far East, South America, and Latin America. Okay, and our project started as a research project from the World Bank, financed by the World